Deep in the galaxy, there is one person who can save us from boredom. Galaxydog.
Where to go? Let's go over here. Actually, no, let's go. Let's go over here. So, thank you Scorp10 for this amazing idea of a theatre. So, let's get straight into it. So, first things first, I was making the outline of the theatre and flattening the surface around the theatre, and then using a water bucket to get rid of all the grass and flowers around the area. And I started using black concrete to separate all the rooms, and using red and black to make the shell of the theatre, and started building up the walls for the outside for that really nice feeling of a theatre in a way. And then I started building the inside walls of the theatre to separate the different rooms for the different movies. And then I started making holes in the wall for the doors. And then next we have the floor made out of deep slate. I was going for more of a deep slate vibe for the floor. And then for every room I used deep slate. And then do this room. And then I also did the roof as deep slate as well, because of the deep slate floor. So then it matched the roof. And then we just did that exactly the same as we did with the floor and all the other rooms. And then we did the other room. And then the last room. And then made some lights because it started getting dark inside of the rooms because there was no windows, and in theaters usually there's no windows. And then I started making the actual movies with redstone, and oh my gosh, if I can't make one single block move correctly with a bit of redstone, well then that's kind of sad. And then just made the seats for the other rooms as well. And then I didn't put glass for this movie because it's meant to be 3D, so it's meant to look like it's coming out of the screen in a way. And it's also and then we started making the second movie. So I used birch wood, and then the characters. And I used just a simple pumpkin design for the head, and birch trapdoors for windows, but obviously the windows are closed. And I just used glass to cover it up because this movie's not 3D. And then I started with the fourth movie, the last movie, and used rails and minecarts for a racing, F1. And then I started just pushing them around to get them going, but it was really hard so they don't collide with each other and just one of them stops. And then we made green terracotta and blue terracotta and white terracotta for the sky, the clouds, and grass. And then we just and then we got all the windows for this one. Okay. And then we got the movie posters outside, so when you walk past, you could see what's playing right now. And then we used glowing signs to make it look better, and then used the face from the movie. So you can know that it's that, the face, the movie. And then we then I made the booth for the tickets and how much they were. So, and then we also got a button for the bell, which you can see in my inventory. And buy just $1, just $12, and normal seats just $10. And then we colored them in, and then next thing we have is the waiting seats. So the waiting seats were I used like a what's it called? Like a luxurious theme, just so when you're waiting for your movie, when you're going to be watching the movie, you have a nice place to sit. And then I started making the super mega sign for the theater. I used glowstone and stained glass for the theater, and I used glowstone for the really cool effect of the glowing sign, and it just looks so good. And then there was a bit of overhang at the end for the E at theater, and then I made it look like there's like a stabilizer in the way, so it doesn't look weird with no, because there's meant to like in real life is gravity, so you need to do that to make it stand up. So I did that there to make it look more realistic. And then next thing I had to do was the arch. Oh, by the way, what should I do for my next video? Don't forget to put it in the comment sections down below. So I started getting the materials to build the archway and the path leading up to the theater, and I used glowstone for the glowy effect, like the super amazing glowy sign for theater. And I tried being as exact like places. So I put trapdoors as well down around the glowstone, and then I started building up with stone. And then when I built up with stone, I had a curved archway, and I built more forward. So like it just looks so much better. It just looks so much better when it's pulled forward. And then we got the pathway for the arch, and then the path leading from the horse park, like a car park. And I used what's it called? Powdered terracotta and yellow terracotta for the path, the horse park, like in real life. And the reason why I used the powdered concrete, is because it's got more detail than the actual terracotta, and because it's just got all the like dots and just little details like normal road. And then I started digging it out and filling it in, and then I dug out more, and I filled it in with more and more and more and more and more and more and more. And then we used yellow terracotta again on the outside for the separation of the little car park, horse park sections. And then, because it looked like it was one long one, I had to separate it in the middle, so then it was more. And then I used fences for your horse, so you can put a lead on your horse and lead your horse. And then I did a bit of road, so then you can build, so I could build the bridge, so everything is connected. And then you got like the arching. And you got a nice path coming from the horse park.